Hello, traders out there in the world of traders. My name's Des here at Grok Trade. It's Tuesday, March 15th, 2011, and the markets. Wow, we're balancing the crisis taking place in Japan, the nuclear crisis that's looming, along with Ben Bernanke coming out and giving us, putting some air under our wings, blowing some sunshine, making us all feel good, and the markets responded to that quite well. However, with the Nikkei dropping, last night it was over 13% to the downside. And listen, if you're not following us on Facebook yet, I'd highly recommend, because when I saw that, I started posting things on the Facebook page. All you have to do is search for Grok Trade, and I put up important alerts and warnings, things that I see, throughout the day or whatever. I just do a quick post right there. And anyway, I was seeing, Japan just taking it on the chin. So I went in quickly and shorted a number of ES or S&P E-mini futures to safeguard my longs that I was in. So glad I did that. So I stayed up trading last night, and it was fun. Anyway, woke up this morning and saw that our markets, the NASDAQ at one point was down 3%. Ouch! 2% on the other indices, and just massive. And I gave some very important instructions, or something at least to think about. I'm an educator. I'm not an advisor. Got to be very careful there. But in this morning's video, for all those who are savvy traders who do trade with stop losses, I gave you some instructions to think about, some ideas that helped you not get whipsawed. And today, it just worked out perfectly, and today did just what I thought it might, and I talked about that in this morning's video. Feel free to go back and watch that if you want to. But anyway, the Dow down 1.15%, same for the S&P. NASDAQ down 1.25%, actually doing the worst out of the group. But in the face of that, you have the Russells only down 0.86%, faring the best out of the group. Now, banks were doing exceptionally well, especially after Bernanke did his talk today, blowing sunshine, making us all feel warm and fuzzy. The markets responded well to that, even with the crisis that we're dealing with there in China, the nuclear crisis. We're trying to balance that. But we have the banks only down 0.7%, beating out the rest of the indices, showing relative strength. That is good. VIX, though, spiking 16%. Gold taking a big drop here, and so is silver and some others. I'm still holding my silver I was in, but it took a hit last night going into today, but it rebounded quite nicely. And let's see, the US dollar up ever so slightly. Crude oil down 3.7%. Matter of fact, crude oil is down lower than it's been in weeks, gang. So very interesting. Hopefully that resonate well in gas prices when we're filling up our tank. Today I did so and didn't see much of a drop in gas prices yet. All right, here we are looking at the S&P daily. Had this monster gap down, and then we started bleeding. We crashed through this big area of 1286, and the real big one at 1283. And we started going down, 1277. We cracked. We went down here, cracked. 1267, got down here close to the 100-day moving average, got down there, and then bounced. Headed back north, breaking through those areas that should act as support, and then later resistance. It just crashed all the way through those. And by day's end, we were up here pretty high, but right at the tail end of today, we had a quick little sell-off. But we have a good old-fashioned hammer, just like we had the prior day. Hopefully, a lot of this fear that's out there will subside. So if we make a higher high tomorrow, especially if we get over this purple line that I have, you can see the swing low. Let me bring this down a little bit. We have this swing low, and we come down. We have a little support area there, but this line is basically this line. So that will act as a normal area of support or resistance. Right now it's going to be resistance. I want to see us get back over that tomorrow. So that means I want to see us get at 1292 on the S&P. We need to be at 12. We need to close at 1292 or higher. If we can do that, we're going to have some resistance points, but whew, we're going to be out of the doghouse, at least for the immediate future, I believe. MACD oscillator, the centered oscillator down here, is pretty low at this moment. It wouldn't surprise me to see it curl and want to head back up, and that would be an update tomorrow. So that's what I'm banking on. However, the markets are so uncertain at this moment. It is okay to be an SOH or sitting on hands. It is okay to be hedged. It is okay to be on the sidelines. At this moment, if I am long. However, I've got game plans in place. My trading plan is established, and I know what I will do if I'm wrong on that. I have exit plans and strategies. However, I will really be long if we get over that 1292 area tomorrow, and if I have a belief that we will close above that. If we do see that, I see some more upside potential in the near future, so be watching for this. And if the markets do think that this, we shook out all the bulls here, and then smart money come rolling back in. You could see a lot of hedge funds that unloaded the last few days getting back in, taking advantage of these lower prices. So we'll see how that fares out. If you want to join me tonight, I'm doing a free webinar, and I'm going to do something different. Instead of an hour, I'm going to do a 30-minute. It's very quick, very concentrated webinar. I'm going to be teaching on trading foundations, the 101 course, and it's going to be highly concentrated, very fast, and very good. I'm going to be sharing some things with you that you're not going to find on the other videos, and I think you'll enjoy it. And then you can leave after that. Anybody that wants to hear about the mentoring program we have coming up this weekend, I'll stick around and answer a few questions and tell you a little bit about it. Take care, safe trading, and you have to do or get an RSVP to get to tonight's webinar. All you do is go to freeonlinetradingeducation.com. You'll see that on the very next slide. Go to calendar or /calendar and do your RSVP there. Take care, safe trading to each and every one of you. Let's see what the markets bring us tomorrow.